actual close live footage of what's going on with this huge storm as these huge weather patterns are changing across the world. And I've got other images as well to show you. So please, again, all of you, keep safe as I now show you this video. Okay, you just saw a news bulletin report there, and it is devastating, isn't it? And this is a huge event that's occurring right now. All across, many coastlines are being hugely affected. Now please watch this other bulletin very carefully.
This is done. As you know, we're going to go out with search and rescue, and we're going to volunteer our time, and we're not working. Oh, there are those gusts you're talking about. And it's going to be good to know where the worst of it seems to be going. Like the branches are starting to come off this tree next to us. It was only a matter of time. She's starting to let go, fellas.
The wind is just too dangerous, and it's really the lack of visibility. We can barely see 100 yards in either direction. And obviously with the winds blowing at this speed, if there is debris flying through the air, I don't want to be out in the middle of that and get caught upside the head by some flying branch or anything like that.
Some of these big trees that are surrounding this hotel, I don't know if they're going to make it. They're starting to cleave out. That's why I just grabbed the producer and put it back inside.
You likely will be fine second and third floor, but get everybody off the street.
All right. Hey, Chad, water's coming up the street here. I don't know if you can see it. Dave, show it to him. This just like is coming out of nowhere. All of a sudden, this street is flooded. Do you see it?
Yes, absolutely.
This is something that they're going to remember for a really long time.
This is absolutely spectacular. It's coming now, isn't it? The Earth is now changing. Nibiru and the other heavenly bodies are coming closer. This erratic weather pattern is changing now. We need to get these words out. Now it's for some more footage.
When we got there, she was pretty much almost all the way out. The mother of the person in labor was actually pretty much delivering the baby, her own granddaughter, in the bathroom on the floor. And I've never met or seen a more calm scene in the chaos that was going on outside. We asked her if she would name the baby Irma, and she said absolutely not.
We got a call yesterday from a concerned neighbor about some floodwaters coming into a home. The floodwaters were about 3 feet high and rising quickly. Power lines were falling down. I couldn't get my emergency squad out there in the police cars, and rescue couldn't respond.
People truly need to now look up to the skies, see that the weather patterns are changing, and also know to now that the rapture is heading closer to us. Things are changing around us. Please be aware of your surroundings.
Kind of hard, Michael and Issa, to talk about this, but once you start to receive hurricane force winds, whether it's a gust or a wind, and I know this sounds frightening, but we know from past experiences, you want to get in the interior part of your house, obviously like a tornado watch or warning. You want to stay away from windows. But they say once you start getting these winds, make sure your shoes are on, sleep with them on if you have to. If you have a motorcycle helmet, a bicycle helmet, anything like that, go ahead and put it on. And if you have children, then do that as well. Also, fill up bathtubs if you can, any kind of sink, any buckets. You're going to need the water if you lose power. If you have a propane tank, you just don't want to leave it outside, put it in the garage. You don't want it in the interior part of your house if you want any kind of leak. But also, and this is hard, but we saw this too with Harvey, get an axe or make sure you have a chainsaw, even a hammer, what you can, to take it up in the attic if you need to escape the waters and get to the roof. Many people need to escape the waters and get to the roof. Many people get to their attic and they don't know how to break through. And those are hard things to think about, but it needs to be done.
It's just getting more stranger by the day. And the powers to be are still not letting anybody know the truth of what's going on out there in our inner solar system, space weather, and now erratic weather patterns around the world. I'm going to now show you more images. Okay, we've got some fantastic attachments coming through from Incotel Hiker. Now this kind subscriber sends a lot of messages, emails, and is always checking those skies. Now she caught an image on this photograph saying it's plasma shooting through the sky. Now you can see this, can't you? This beam of plasma. Look at this. Now again she states that it was just heavily chemtrailed up there, and I do believe that this is caused by these huge storms, bad weather patterns. It's all caused by this system that's incoming, that the powers that be are hiding from us. They just don't want us to know. They're building those underground cities and they are spraying our skies to cover the truth and to try their best to try and stop as much of problems of this erratic weather that we're seeing now. I mean, come on, 200-mile-an-hour winds, and the eye of the storm is like 100 odd miles away from these high winds that are happening right now, and it's not stopping, isn't it? And we are now going to see more of these storms. There's going to be many more of these as the system draws closer to Mother Earth. So again, thank you for this photograph. Absolutely amazing. That's what's coming through now. Another image from Glenn York, another kind subscriber, sends a lot of information through, knows this system's coming, can't be fooled by the media, and we all are now noticing the true changes. And this guy's from Spain, and he's taken an image close to his villa, and he says it is definitely dimming and the sun has changed its colour. There's no doubt in it now, and far too much chemtrail activity, and also states as well that the trees and plants around where he lives are drying up. So again, thank you Glenn for this image. We've also got a video that's just come in from Our Skies Today, Mr. Russ Ackerman, very kind friend, and like a brother, he's always sending messages through and explaining what he sees in the skies all the time, and knows that these huge weather patterns are part of the system that's coming in. We're seeing different changes. I'm going to play this video for you now from this kind man. I just want to say I apologise if it starts and stops, because we're having some internet problems here in the UK where the internet's been slowing down, and I believe again it's part of this weather problem that we're having. So I'm going to play it.
9:15 in the morning. Our skies 2017. Let's take a look. Funny looking sun. Look at that, there's a ball right there. Now there's the sun to the left, or vice versa. One's the sun. What the hell is that? What? Flashing going on. Look at the flashing. See a little ball keeps popping up. Incredible. Just a lot of flashing. Don't understand that.
See, the thing is, Russ is very persistent. He's always out and he's looking all the time. Now, we are all doing the same thing now, aren't we? And it is fantastic to being persistent, to seeing those skies. And Russ, thank you for this video, because again, it is strange when we do see that flashing on the screen. I have seen that before myself, and I've seen it on webcams, and I've also seen it with my own eyes. Looking on the coastlines of the beach, I see flashing behind those chemtrails. So thank you for your fantastic video, and I'm going to move on to other subscribers' images. And again, Russ, keep safe. These next attachments are coming in from Stephanie. Now, Stephanie is very persistent as well, keeping an eye to the skies and noticing those changes. And she also has given me a lot of information about the coordinates of the Nibiru system. And I will speak these out on another video shortly, because again, on the screen, she's just completely amazed that she hears those chem planes. About 25 of them are up there spraying the skies early in the morning, spraying the moon as well. And you can again see on this photograph, just full of chemtrails, and this reflection from that halo with this another reflection coming through. There is something coming through, and we've just got to keep sending these messages out all the time, because this is what I'm here for. Because I know something's wrong, we all do. So I'm going to move to another one of Stephanie's images. This is what Stephanie saw. Now, this is just a very recent image. Very, very recent. I mean, look at that chemtrail activity in front of the Sol, the sun, spraying another reflection below, and again, far too dark. Very, very dim in the skies. Now, this is what's causing all these weather patterns as well. We must now get the truth out there. As the media, again, I believe the media don't get told anything anyway. The powers that be are just spoon-feeding the media as well, and spoon-feeding the public. The truth is out there. Nibiru is a real celestial body, and all these other heavenly objects, and all this meteorites, asteroids, all this debris that are coming through. We will see this. We will see this happen in our lifetime. So every day just seems stranger all the time. So now I'm going to move to another one of this kind subscriber's images. This image is local time, about 10:30, 11 a.m. in the morning. Now can you see those cars? Can you see down on the ground? Look at how dim and dark and shadowy it is. We are seeing these huge shadows on the ground and all that chemtrail activity. Now, it's getting worse, isn't it? We really have to start thinking about this and start preparing. It's really too sad to see and know and as well understand the information that's coming through from other subscribers saying they've lost their homes. I've got emails after emails of people saying, Matthew, we've lost our house, we've lost our homes, we've lost our items of value, and it seems that no one cares. Now that's wrong, isn't it? I mean, the thing is, again, no one has warned anybody about this. It just happened. Now the thing is though, Noah and other organisations, they knew that this was coming, and they made sure that they only came out with the reports to prepare right at the very last minute. This is what they do. They don't warn people weeks and months beforehand. They know this. They've got this technology to know when the weather patterns are going to occur months before it happens. Because you've got to think out of the box. They know about the moon and the times of the moon and its different settings and things years ahead. They know about the solar eclipses years ahead. They've got the technology to know this. So why aren't they warning people on the ground about these storms? Why aren't they warning people about Nibiru? Why aren't they warning people about any of the other things that are coming? They know. They can see it. They've got technology to see way out into space, picking up every object that's known that's dangerous to the Mother Earth. But still, they say nothing. So I'm going to go to another image. This excellent lady has also zoomed in on this image, and we are seeing this all the time, aren't we? This reflection in the sky. Now we've really got to take note of this reflection in the sky, because it is a reflection from another object that's still out there in the system, but it's reflecting. It's very important that we notice this. It really is. I'm going to move to another image now from another subscriber that's kindly sent photographs in, and thank you for these, and take care. We've a new attachment that's come in from Carlos from Italy. Now this kind subscriber states that where his apartment is, okay, through the day he is seeing from the opposite side this red reflection. Now if you look above, just on the horizon there, in the middle left center of the screen, you can see a red haze in the sky. Now this is from the system, this red reflection. It is coming through all the time, and this guy is persistent. He is not stopping. He sent me an email to say that he is going to keep sending in images, and anything that's strange in the skies, any differences, he's going to send them in. Now I take my hat off to that guy, and I also respect every single one of you for doing this, because this is what we're here for, to get the truth out, because we know that something is seriously wrong. Okay, we've got another the images are coming through all the time, and this kind subscriber called Stan from Czechoslovakia is stating as well that there is a strange white haze on the sea line from the sun. Can you see this strange colour, not the yellow colour that this kind subscriber sees every day in the last couple of years? Now it's changed white. and it's so dim as well. Now this is a true fisherman. Sent me lots of images in of what he does for a living, and he goes out and he studies the skies. He sees it every single day. He knows there's something wrong. There is something really wrong, and people need to see this. Very strange dimness in the skies, and he's very worried about it. And it is quite frightening, isn't it, to see that there is a very much of strange of the skies and darkness as well. So again, thank you for this image, because they are hiding it, and we are now starting to see the truth. Okay, we've got an image come in from Dawn Taylor, a fantastic friend that emails all the time, giving out lots of information, and she's always checking those webcams. And this webcam you can clearly see as well, dated 27th of the 8th 2017, and I also show other images from previous days. It's important to catch everything, isn't it? So look at that red haze from the Nibiru system. I mean, again, this is showing that this red haze, these colours from another heavenly body is coming in strong. Look at the reflection on the sea as well. We should only see, okay, the yellow reflection from the Sol going down, not this pink haze. So it is much more stronger, these colours. These next attachments are coming from Lena, from Canada. Seeing those changes, this image was taken from the opposite side of sundown. Now, from the past years, we never saw this haze before, every single day. And she states as well that the strange cloud formation above on the screen you can see just moved very close, and it just moved strangely across the sky, as if it was being controlled. We've seen these on other people's photographs. Many others are reporting the same thing from other parts of the world. Look at the trees. I mean, again, we just got to keep showing the proof. I'm going to move to another one of this kind subscriber's images. Okay, we see this image. We see the kind subscriber's lady's finger just covering the screen, but it is important just below that chemtrail activity, and also that object, that white object that's up there. Now, I really truly believe that this isn't our sun. Our sun doesn't perform like this in the skies. Everything is twisted. Too dark on the land, too bright of that light. It is a very, very strange situation that's occurring around the world, and still humanity have got used to this. They really have, and no one is reporting it. It's got to come out now, it really has. There are many channels that are out there as well, trying to get the true messages across that there's something going on. So again, thank you for this photo. Here is the next image. Again, you can clearly see that it's too dark, too dim for 10:30 AM in the morning in Canada. Look at the dark shadows. These are chemtrails that you see just paste in the sky to hide the truth. They really are doing this every day. They don't want people to see. It is very strange if you think about it. News media not reporting any chemtrail activity. Now, having a good think about it, as I said earlier on the video, I truly believe that they don't know. They really don't know. It's down to the powers that be, the shadow government, and also dark society, the black budget. I mean, it needs to all come out, doesn't it? They are just robbing us of the truth. These next attachments have come from Zen Meyers from South Africa. Now, he's picked up the information from the channel. He's been watching it every day, and he had to go out to study the skies himself and noticed this strange reflection. And he has noticed as well, it's got too dark. The skies are dimming through the day, and seeing that white sun that's affecting his eyes. He looks up and it's so blurry. I mean, but then looking on the land, it's so dim. He is picking up this dark shadow. Now, on the photograph, you can see this reflection, and he says that he's seeing this a lot now, every day, to the northeast, noticing that there's a huge reflection in the sky. These reflections are coming from other objects, and thank you for this photograph. It really is important that we pick up photographs from all across the world, and it's happening now, isn't it? So take care, and if you can get any more photographs from South Africa where you are, please send them in. It's important. This next image is coming in from Chile, from Maya. Now again, look at those chemtrails. Look at this white object in the sky. She also turns around and says something is wrong with the sun. It's too white and it's too dark around the land up there, around the area of the sun. Seeing a dark shadow up there to the right hand side as well. There's something that's being cloaked to the right side. So thank you for your information, your email as well. Just if you looked on the other photograph from South Africa to now in this area, you can see that these two people are seeing the changes and they don't know each other. So it proves without a shadow of a doubt that there is something hugely going on. So thank you for this image as well. Thank you. Here's another image as well from another subscriber. You can see again that strange reflection from some other place. I mean, look at this. This subscriber wants to remain anonymous, but they're seeing the same object, the same reflection, and dark skies. Robert Thompson as well from the UK looks up at the skies all the time, and he believes that these two light sources you see on the screen here are from the Nibiru system, and I have enhanced these images and it clearly is something that's reflecting through those chems. Look at this reflection again we see. Look at the state of the area of the Sol, the sun, this white object, and he states as well, clear blue skies and then all this trash and very dim on the land. So everywhere is being hammered with these poisons, and we are seeing those shadows, aren't we? So, I mean, fantastic image. Thank you for this. Another excellent image as well that this kind subscriber's brought in. He sent me a lot of information about the Sumerians and the biblical history of the true words of the tablets that were hidden from the have been hidden from the public for many years. And thank you for your messages and also your information. This guy is very, very in tune of what's going on. They are truly hiding this. I mean, on this photograph as well that this fantastic man has brought in, you can see, can't you, just reflections in the sky. And there's a haze, and I hope that Mr. Prep Aussie is watching and seeing these images to enhance them as well, because when you do enhance them you can clearly see that there is other objects that are reflecting through. They are hiding the incoming system. Fantastic images. This also has come in from Inkatel Hiker. What happens? September 21st, 2017. The Feast of Trumpets begins. The great sign in the sky, Revelation 12:1, occurs for 3 days. The black star crosses our solar system's ecliptic plane into the daytime sky of the northern hemisphere. Internet search project Black Star Update Report. International Peace Day, with the theme Together for Peace, Respect Safety. Thresalim's 5:3 End Time Prophecy. When they say peace and safety, then comes sudden destruction. Repent, believe in Christ, and be ready. Very true words. We have to now prepare and become ready for this. So please take care, because we are just seeing very much of strange skies, haze, dark shadows, and it is only the Lord above that knows the time, the day, the month, the year to when this will happen. It'd be like a thief in the night.